What's going on, fellow ghosts, gamerheads, anime nerds, and renegades? Welcome back to the channel. 1 second. Scoot. Yeah, that's better. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Raven37 Actual, aka Raven37 Actual Fool. That's 2 zeros, not O's, aka Mr. O Minds in the chat, aka Raven. Tonight, I'm back with another doubleheader video. I feel like this is gonna be a special one because we're kind of returning to sort of the roots of what the channel started when I started expanding what I was react to on the channel. This was one of the artists that really helped open my eyes and started to I guess indoctrinate me as the Big Push fan. But I started looking at some of romainaxisa's work, and from there I just became a huge fan of not only his singing, but not only his guitar playing, but also his singing. Knowing that English is not his first language, but that he sings so clearly, and that his voice is just really, like, he has really good control over his voice. We've talked about that a lot with Mafra videos and stuff like that, but that's one thing that really has impressed me about Romaine's voice. And obviously, motherfucker can play the guitar like he owns the rights to them bitches. So yeah, just an amazing artist. And similarly to that, tonight we'll be checking out a newer artist to the channel. She's not a newer artist to the scene. I'm just catching on to her, but it's an artist named Irma, and I caught a snippet of her playing a song, and I was intrigued. I wanted to keep listening, but I was like, nope. You know what? I'm gonna listen to it for the first time with you guys, cause I trust you guys' opinions, and I love to hear you guys' thoughts on the music and stuff that we cover on the channel. So tonight we're going to be taking a look at romainaxisa, Goodbye Good Days, cause that's a video that I told you guys we were gonna check out previously. Don't worry, Duscastia, I'm looking at you, brother. We gonna get the blue and gray. I seen them both. Gray is the one where he's sitting in the bathtub. Blue is the one where he's laying laying on the bed. We gonna get both of those. I'm spacing them out though, but I got your recommendations locked and loaded in the chamber, brother. So yeah, shout out to Duscastia. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to World Slayer. Shout out to Scorchio. Shout out to Trina Mink. Shout out to Janet Jans, Lorraine Dennison, my boy Stu. Everybody that's been commenting recently. We got a couple of new subscribers. As you can see, the numbers going up to 791. So thankful for you guys. 209 away. It's crazy to say, but if we can hit 1,000, man, I will be amazed, first of all, but I will be eternally grateful. So I appreciate you guys engaging with the content, helping with the algorithm, liking, subscribing, sharing if you have. I appreciate you all I can't express how much I appreciate you guys. But I'm not going to ramble on any further. You guys know I love you. We're going to go ahead and dive into this music because we love that. And first we're going to check out Romaine's song, Goodbye Good Days, because I want to reward you guys, and I don't want to make you guys sit through an artist you may or may not like. So if you want to listen to the Romaine part and then click off the video, I understand. But it is my hope that if you appreciate Romaine's style of music, then you will also, or even Ren's style of music, then you will appreciate Irma's. She's a very talented guitar player, very talented vocalist, and she introduces her style to a cover of Michael Jackson's Thriller that I really hope you guys enjoy. But without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and dive into the music. But as I always like to say, if you took the time to watch this video, thank you very much for watching. Now let's get on with it. Goodbye Good Days by romainaxisa. Oh, I would like to say too, this is the first produced video of his that I think we've seen besides Rainwater. So I'm excited.
Staring at the floor, I called on my knees to see you at my door. I hope you heard me. All alone in this mad world, will you keep my words?
So I mean that part caught me off guard, and what really caught me off guard is not seeing Romain not holding a guitar. Don't get me wrong, I'm like 125% sure that's him playing the guitar in the background, but also it's just really odd to see him not holding, a guitar and just bending it to his will. But again, not to harp on it, but just the vocal range he has. He has the way he sings the original or the first part of the verse. It makes me think his voice is around the same tone as mine is. So for him to be able to hit those notes like he just hit, we'll rewind it a little bit. It's really impressive, and it also shows vocal control that is beyond me on my best days singing in the shower. And that's not saying very much, but I'm just saying like he's got some real range. And again, enunciate. I cannot stress this enough. Like if you are a singer, they will harp on you, or they will be on your head about this shit from day one until the day you done. But they want enunciation. They want to hear you clearly. And even though, like I said, English, he's French, so English is not his first language, but I could clearly hear him talking about crawling on the floor, knocking at my door, and it's very much it sounds like a broken person. Now, I was going to say broken man, but I think it could relate to either, gender. But it just sounds like a broken person, talking about the broken world and talking about, can you keep my words? It's definitely sort of a remorseful sort of sadness to the song that he's portraying, and he's doing an excellent job as well with acting it out, even though he's not done much movement yet. But I'm pretty sure we'll get some we'll get some active Romain here in a minute.
All alone in this mad world, will you keep my words?
All alone in this mad world, will you keep my words
When I'm gone,
when I'm gone? Okay.
they're all I've known, everything I've learned. The heart beneath my skin was pure and wild.
The visuals are striking. It's oh shit.
So please forgive my sins. Go through.
So I'm listening to the lyrics, but I'm also like that part of the video. I was more visually ensconced in the video, and it was like he was approaching something, some hooded figure that was like shrouded in gold, and it had like a white mask on it, and then he gets suddenly like yoked up and choked out by this hooded figure simultaneously that's dressed in all black. I don't know if that's a representation of a person like trying to approach the light and then being dragged back by the darkness of whatever, circumstance, relationships, toxic relationships or what have you. But it does seem to be a very strong symbolism to the masked, faceless characters and how they interact with Romain in this. You guys let me know what you think down in the comments. But see, like, white mask, gold, it's almost like he's trying to walk towards the light, and then
And wild. So please forgive my sins. Go through each one.
damn.
All
Okay, so there's a lot. There was a lot to take in right there. Um, there was the dark figure dragging him back, right? And then after that, it transitions to like a whole group of the dark figures sort of like lifting him up and then pulling him back down. And it gives you the sense of him like being swallowed up by a darkness. And then it goes into his guitar solo. And um, just from what I heard of the guitar solo, it was very manic. It was a lot of high notes and it was a lot of bendy notes, and coupled that with Romaine's acting, where he's standing but he's also like flailing his arms around. It's completely dark all around him. It feels like he's been pulled into this darkness and he's fighting against it. And then as the solo winds down, you see him sort of assume this pose of resignation, and it sort of, to me, it symbolizes a person, just sort of, I guess, giving up the fight against the darkness. Because I mean, he's being lifted by the darkness and then swallowed up, and then he's suddenly buried all the way in it, and he's just like fighting, and then he eventually just stops. And now we get to this part, but we're gonna go back and look at it again because I want to hear this guitar solo again. That shit was awesome.
They're all I've known, everything I've learned.
Resignation. See, it's just sort of like, I give up. I was just about to say though, I do notice that there's always a sliver of light on him, and it's just as I was about to say that, then he looks up at that sliver of like the source of that sliver of light. So maybe this is him trying to find his way back out of that darkness that pulled him down.
Stepping on the road, and though I have left, are the memories I've owned. Goodbye, good days.
And the ending is sort of this gaze of wonder and bewilderment. Perhaps as a person realizing, oh, maybe there is more to life than just this darkness, and maybe there is a way out. Maybe there is hope at the end of the tunnel. Maybe there is that light at the end of the tunnel. No pun intended. But there definitely was, in my opinion, a focus on light versus dark, in not only the lyrics but in the acting that Romaine portrayed. Because, like I said, he walked towards, the golden robed figure and was approaching it. And as soon as he got close to it, trying to inspect it, the darkness pulled him back, sort of swallowed him up. And he fought against it. And just as he was about to resign himself to the darkness, it seemed like he caught a glimpse of the light again. And now we end on this final frame of him looking up introspectively at the light and wondering what, we don't know. But I find it extremely applaudable how these artists are able to take music and tell a story with it in a part where there's absence of lyrics. Of course it's open to interpretation, but I think that's what all art is. But if you can draw any kind of juxtaposition or any kind of connection between like a piece of art and real life, I think that art did its job. So that being said, I thought this was an extremely relatable song. It's another it's another song that I feel like is lamenting, how sad life can be, but also displaying that no matter how dark it can get, even if you're swallowed up in the darkness, to be able to see anything means that there is at least a sliver of light. And I hope you guys can take that away from this video. I know we all going through our own, shit every day. I have days when I'm good. I have days when I'm not so good. Y'all know the things that are going on in my life. But sometimes there are slivers of light. And those are the things I try to hold on to. Like you guys' comments and talking to you guys. And whenever somebody subscribes and tells me how much, they enjoy the content that I make. Those are my slivers of light. And my kids and obviously my mom and my family. Those are my slivers of light. It don't matter how dark shit gets. I always remember that stuff, and I look at life a little bit more introspectively and start examining the dark, or maybe not examining the dark, but maybe examining my situation to see if there's a vehicle to transport me from the dark, if that makes sense. But that was a great song. I'm glad I took a listen to it on the channel. Again, we will be taking a look at Blue and Gray from romainaxisa. I don't know if they will be in one video because they're both instrumentals, or if I'll put them in two different videos. You guys let me know what you think I should do with those two songs down in the comments. And also let me know what you thought of Goodbye Good Days, because even the title, very remorseful. And throughout the video, we see somebody, seemingly struggling against the darkness. And like I said, to those of us in the outfit that are struggling against the darkness, just know that there's some light out there. We just gotta look a little bit harder sometimes. That being the case, definitely thought it was a really good song, and I can't wait to get more Romain on the channel. Like for real. I've become a huge fan of his guitar playing, his voice, and just his like swag as a musical artist. Like I guarantee you, bro, like Romain is that magnet. Like whenever I see his live performances and stuff, like he has complete control over every audience he stands in front of, and that just displays a real magnetism. But you guys let me know what you thought of Goodbye Good Days down in the comment. Also let me know what y'all thought of my analyzation of the video, and let me know how accurate you thought it was on like a scale of 1 to 10 or some shit. I don't know, but yeah, definitely let me know down in the comments. We're gonna move on to the second song. I'm really excited, which is why I'm rambling and talking all fast, but hopefully you guys nope, we ain't gonna disrespect, but hopefully you guys really enjoy this. This is a cover of the one, the only, the great, the late Michael Jackson, the king of pop, Thriller. This cover of Thriller performed by Irma, and I put her in a video with Romain because I believe both of them have incredible guitar playing talents and also beautiful voices. So just wanted to do a compare and contrast, not really a versus, but I just wanted to highlight two very talented singers and guitar players in the same video. So without further ado, here's Thriller, Michael Jackson cover by Irma. Let's get it.
It's close to midnight, and something new was lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sign almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze. Eyes are loose, you're right between the eyes. You're paralyzed, 'cause this is Thriller, Thriller night. And no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike. You know it's Thriller. door slam and realize there's nowhere left to run.
I hate to interrupt, but I do like. I want to take a second to appreciate her style of guitar playing. It reminds me of that guy Marcin. You've probably seen him on YouTube Shorts or at halftime shows or whatever. But he has this really unorthodox way of playing guitar where he uses the flat of his hand and his thumb as the percussion, and he's pretty much like a one-man band playing the guitar. I'm really impressed with her ability to introduce those percussive elements into her guitar playing while she's strumming, and basically using the acoustic as a bass, because I mean it definitely gives the song a little bit of it gives it a little bit of a rhythm. And I mean, I'm a huge rhythm and blues fan. I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. Music wise, everybody got shit going on in their life. Like I said, I try to separate the art from the artist if I can. Some people do some really wild shit, and I can't defend that, so I can't react to their shit. But yeah, Irma's rendition of this song is really impressive. She's doing the vocals. She's doing the main bass line, which is keeping the rhythm of the song, and she's also playing the percussion with the flat of her hand and her thumb while she's strumming. That is the trifecta for me. And also, I love her fucking hair. I used to have my hair like that when I had like an afro back when I was really young. I played football, because I would take the rolls out and then just have it like scraggly all over the place. It was like, but it would still have the parts, so it looked really cool to me. I don't know, I might have looked crazy, or like Black Bart Simpson or some shit, I don't know. But I enjoy her playing, her singing. Her voice is so smooth, like it is like caramel macchiato smooth. And how well she plays this riff, the Thriller riff is also, I mean, it's got my head bobbing for sure. I'm gonna go back a little bit. But yeah, you guys let me know what you think so far of Irma down in the comments. But I think she's killing this song. I'm probably gonna end up reacting to something else of hers. I'm just being real with y'all, so just letting you know.
You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller. You hear the door slam and realize there's nowhere left to run. You feel the cold hand and wonder if you ever see the sun. You close your eyes and hope that this is just imagination.
Yeah.
Girl, but all the while you hear a creature creeping up behind. You're out of time, 'cause this is thriller. Thriller night. There is no second chance against the thing with 40 eyes. Girl, thriller. Thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight.
I want to go back and play that part again, because I need y'all to hear the way she enunciates. Oh my gosh, y'all hear me say that shit a lot, but that's something I really pay attention to when I'm listening to singers. Obviously, because of my history with music, but her enunciation is impeccable while she's singing these notes, and she's dragging some of these notes out. She's carrying some of them over. She's transitioning them, but the enunciation is immaculate. I love it.
This is thriller, thriller night. There is no second chance against the thing with 40 eyes. Girl, thriller, thriller night. You're fighting for your life inside a killer thriller tonight. Night creatures calling the dead start to walk in their masquerade. There's no escaping the jaws of the alien this time. This is the end of your life.
Yo, that was nasty. She didn't have to do that. I'm over here singing cause it's a call and response right there. I'm over here singing the responses in my head, and then she just broke it all the way down.
Let's start to walk in their masquerade. There's no escaping the jaws of the alien this time. This is the end of your life. They're out to get you. The demons closing in on every side. They will possess you unless you change that number when you die. Now is the time for you and I to cuddle close together. All through the night, I'll save you from the terror on the screen. I'll make you see that this is thriller night. 'Cause I can thrill you more than any goal would ever dare.
I don't want to interrupt her. I was finna literally start breaking out into the goddamn thriller that man. She is killing this shit, bro. I'm sorry to rewind it so much, y'all, but I'm really enjoying her. Irma is killing this shit. Shouts out to Irma. Big shouts out to Irma.
It's you, unless you change that number when you die. Now is the time for you and I to cuddle close together.
Yeah.
All through the night, I'll save you from the terror on the screen. I'll make you see that this is thriller night. 'Cause I can thrill you more than any goal would ever dare try. Thriller night. So let me hold you tight and share a killer, thriller, killer in the night.
Oh. Oh no. That was nasty. She ended it on the nastiest little riff. Oh man, shouts out to Irma. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is also a friend of the channel. This is Penelope Scott. She's a weirdo. She sings about shit like the world ending and not being able to do shit right as an adult. And I love her to death, so we're going to take a look at some of her music, some more of her music, because we already listened to one song of hers. It was called Moon Sickness. So if you watch that video, you're a true go to this channel. Remember that. But that's neither here nor there. I need to get back to the point at hand, which is Irma and the Thriller cover that we just listened to. That shit was amazing. That shit was hands down fucking amazing. I don't care who you are. If you appreciate music, if you appreciate raw talent, if you appreciate artistry at its basis, just raw form, and you appreciate, I mean, I would assume you appreciate, I'm not going to presume anything. Like I said, I'm going to assume you appreciate that performance. I thought it was a masterful rendition. I thought it was an honorable tribute. I felt like I was literally in the Michael Jackson video. I was literally over here doing the fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, that was a good couple of songs, and I feel like that was a good, like, cause we've been into a lot of heavy stuff. We've been in a lot of heavy metal, a lot of NF rap, Dave, that sort of thing. Coheed and Cambria, a lot of hard hitting, just doom stuff. And don't get it twisted. We gonna go back. We will be going back to that side of the street, but we cross the street. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while on this channel, just, you know, not only to make everybody feel included, but really just because it be what I want to react to, and y'all just respond in kind and be like, oh, that was dope, or I ain't really feel that. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate every comment. That being said, and speaking of comments, you guys let me know down in the comments what y'all think of Irma. Would you like to see more of her on the channel? Because I definitely would like to react to more of her stuff. I saw another video with her backed by an orchestra right at the end of that video, and I kind of want to go back so I can save it to my watch later playlist. So you guys let me know what you thought of Irma. I know you guys love Romaine, but let me know what you thought of Romaine's Goodbye Good Days, and let me know what you thought of my analysis of what I thought the meaning of was for the song. We all know the meaning of Thriller, so no analysis needed, but I enjoyed the shit out of that performance. That being said, you guys let me know what you thought of Irma and Romaine down in the comments. And if you made it this far in the video, you already know I appreciate the shit out of you. And if you enjoy the content, it's your first time watching, definitely recommend you hit that follow or hit that subscribe button. Excuse me. Thinking about my Twitch page. Hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications so you know the next time I drop another video, make it short or go live. But for now, you already know I gotta wish you guys a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. And I will catch you on the next one. Till then, if you enjoyed the video, click on one of these videos and spend some more time with your boy. But until next time, you guys stay safe, stay frosty. You already know. I'll catch you on the flip side. Actual out.